If you feel like you're always behind, you have ideas but you don't know how to prioritize them or where to start, this video is for you. Because I've been there. I used to have a big dreams and an overflowing app full of ideas, but that never saw the light of day. But that version of me is now in the past because I've built a system that allows me to set realistic goals that actually fits with the kind of life I want. So today I'm sharing the exact system I use to get clarity, stay on track and follow through using ChatGPT. By the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step on how to set goals you will actually reach in 2026. And to make it even easier, I've linked the free prompt guide in the description so you can use the exact same prompt I use in this video. But before we even start, why does goal setting even matter? Well, it's simple, because you can't reach your goals if you don't even understand what it takes to get there. If you want to move forward intentionally, you need to get clarity on what you're aiming for, because without it, it's easier to stay stuck in overthinking, self-doubt, or even saying yes to things that aren't aligned with what you want. And for me, this method changed everything, because I've always been ambitious and I always loved planning, but the problem was that for years I was setting goals that were unrealistic and I didn't have an action plan next to the goals I set for myself. And even worse, the goals I set for myself were based on what I thought success should look like and not what I actually wanted. And so last year, after yet another round of unrealistic goals, I asked myself, what do I really want my life to look like? And that's when I realized that my dream of running a boutique social media marketing agency based on my qualifications, managing people and creating another job for myself wasn't what I really wanted for myself at all. What I wanted for myself was more freedom, more calm, more time for myself, and being able to do meaningful work, not more stress. And that's why before you even start talking to ChatGPT, you need to get clarity. To get clarity, step one is to envision your year. So take a moment to picture yourself at the end of 2026 and then ask yourself, what have I achieved? How do I feel? Who am I surrounded by? What am I spending my time on? And how much money am I making? And then write it down like by 2026, I have achieved ... And then you fill it in with everything you have achieved, because these dots will be your goals. To make it easier to set goals, think of it in categories. For example, in the category work and projects, you can think of a new business, a creative goal, or a career shift. Then we have the category health. Health can be about getting better sleep, moving your body, getting stronger. Then the category relationship is about nurturing your connections with your partner, your family, your friends. And then the category finances is about managing everything you earn, save and invest. I don't need to fill them all out, just choose the ones that truly matter to you. And once you've done that, you need to prioritize them from most important to least important. And even if they seem all important, the reason why you need to do that is because it helps you determine where your energy should go first. And after that, you need to put them in the right category: focus time, personal time, or social time. Step two is where ChatGPT comes in. So once you have your vision, open ChatGPT and start by telling it to act like your personal executive assistant and strategic advisor. You're basically asking it to act and plan like someone who's worked with successful people before, the kind of people that make their goal happen, and then explain what you want from it. Tell it you'd like to turn your long-term vision into a realistic 12-month plan, taking into account your schedule and your energy in general. And from there, you'll guide it through 4 simple parts. Part 1 is to ask it to start by asking clarifying questions, because you want it to fully understand your goals, your priorities, but also your constraints. And this step alone will help you get 10 times more accurate responses. Part 2 is to ask it to break your big vision into quarterly goals. These are basically smaller focus areas that move you towards your big picture goal. And you can even ask it to pinpoint challenges or bottlenecks if you want to prepare for them in advance. Part 3 is to ask it to build a detailed plan with a monthly focus and a weekly schedule. The goal here is to build something that is sustainable to help you grow without burning out. And ask it to schedule in rest days and buffer time, because life happens. Part 4 is to ask it to organize everything clearly. This could look like a simple table with your quarterly goals, your month-by-month breakdown, your weekly schedule to keep you consistent. The goal is for it to be easy to follow and easy to read. Before you hit enter, make sure to also give it your inputs, like your vision, your top priorities, but also your constraints. Like, for example, if you work a 9 to 5, make sure to mention it. Your chores, your commute, your family time, your me time, these are all important elements ChatGPT needs to know to personalize your plan to make sure it fits your life perfectly. Step 3 is to refine the plan. ChatGPT is a tool, not a rule. If something it suggests is off and you don't like it or you don't agree with it, ask it to change it. It's simple as that. Now that you have the steps, you can use ChatGPT to build your 2026 plan and finally reach your goals. And if you want to make the process even easier, and if you haven't yet, feel free to download the free prompt guides in the description below. It will walk you through everything I just mentioned in this video. And if one of your goals is to design a life where you don't feel stuck anymore, then watch this video next.